Kalimanisha Saidu. I am going to explain you what is trade, what is the purpose of trade and what is the trade life cycle. First, what is trade? Trade is the exchange of goods and services and financial contracts. Here, what is the purpose of trade? The purpose of trade is depends upon the investor's thought. If the investor's thought like the current market price is rises for this particular stock, then he is very bullish, then he going to buy the shares in the current market price at the market. If the investor is bearish, then he sells all the shares at the current market price. He hedge. He is if the investor thoughts like if the investor is risk mitigator, then he go with the selling. Here the purpose of trade depends upon hedging, speculation, arbitrage, leverage, etc. It is totally depends upon the investor's choice, investor's thought. Next, I am going to explain you about the trade life cycle. What is the trade life cycle? The complete process of trade initiation to the trade settlement is called trade life cycle. In the first step of trade life cycle is if an investor wants to buy some shares from the market, then he go through the STO business, dealers and brokers. The STO business is totally business of brokers and dealers. He will go with the broker and he place the order behalf of client. He is searching for the other party. In trade initiation, in trade execution, the actual trade is going to happen. In trade enrichment, both the parties are agreed, both the parties are executed in previous step. In next step, in trade enrichment, both the parties are adding the basic data of the client is added like customer basic data to added the external data like client master data, global calendar data and static data, dynamic data, all the data is added to the previous data. In next step, trade capture. In trade capture, all the trade is captured at once for the next purpose, next step. In the next step, both the parties, both the investors get the confirmation and affirmation from both the brokers through via email, toolboxes like shift messages and all. In next step, trade reporting. Trade reporting, this trade is reported to our regulatory body which is in India is SEBI. The trade is reported to the regulatory body. In next step, trade funding. The fund house arranging the funds and securities from both the parties to the clearing house. In next, the trade settlement is going to happen. Both the parties in this step, both the parties get the actual exchange of securities and cash. The buyer got the securities and the seller got the money from other parties. If anything going to be wrong in this settlement, then post-settlement team comes into the picture. Then they solve the total process, each and everything. Then they go with the confirmation and affirmation step. Then they solve by confirming through the investor step. They check all the details and they solve by reconciling the total data which is not matching. Then they solve, then they submit, then they provide the actual amount of securities and cash to both the parties. They equal at this step. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity.